Morning, everybody. So this is going to be just a quick little walkthrough. I'm sorry if there's a lot of cuts in it, but I'm just going to try to get you started with NetBeans like we've got on the lab computer. So if you get lost or if I'm distracted and helping someone else, you can get started with this quick little video. So NetBeans looks like this blue cube, and if you go into it, you will get a environment that looks like this. This is our IDE, okay? Um, So to get started, the first thing you have to do, and you may only have to do this 2 or 3 times the whole year, is you have to have a project in order to create files. So the first thing you'll do is this yellow block. Make sure Java is selected, then you hit next. This is the only important thing right here. Right here where it says create main class, deselect that. Here, we can give it a project name. Usually I ask you to name it computer science or maybe my name and the period you've got. So this is just a tutorial, so I'll just name this tutorials, okay? I click finish, and in just a moment, it will appear over here in the sidebar. You can see I've already got one called workshop. That's my own stuff that I'm playing with. But I have to have a project over here. Now, like I said, you'll do that one time. You're done. You never have to do that again unless you actually elect to make more projects, okay? Typically, when you come in, you already have a project that exists. This is what you do. You create a new assignment. Okay, so this time I go to the white box, and now I make a Java file. Java should be the default that's selected here. Over in the right-hand column, we're going to scroll all the way down and select empty Java file. That way it's got none of the extra stuff, none of the comments, none of the things we don't want, okay? And if you do that, now we get a file. File names, they're typically going to be the names of our programs. So like we'll do hello world. No spaces are allowed. The only special character is the underscore. You notice there's no package here. It should be in did that backwards. Okay, so I want to turn it on in tutorials. Okay, take the space out. It's tutorials. It's going in the folder I just created. It has no source package. I click finish and I get a blank document. You'll notice mine is in dark mode. I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. From here, and I'll zoom in so you guys can see it a little easier. This is where we're going to put our Java skeleton. This is required for every single program we code, no matter what. This is going to be the bare minimum to start your code. And it's also going to be a quick little grade at some point in the future. Hint. Okay? Public static, public class. This is where we put our file name that we selected. So mine's hello world. And then I open my curly brackets, okay? Now, this has to match the spelling, the capitalization of how you named it up here, okay? Inside, okay? This is our main method, okay? Public static void, those are modifiers that we'll talk about as the year progresses. Just take it on faith right now. You have to have those in that order. Here's the name of our method. Eventually we'll create our own, but this is the main. This is required for every Java program. And inside, these are our parameters for main, okay? Again, we'll talk about all the little pieces in general later. This is just getting us started. And here is where we put whatever code we're going to have, okay? The other thing I want to tell you is up here, we will typically, not immediately, but probably within the first couple of weeks, I'm going to introduce you to importing. And the most popular one we will always do is java.util.wildcard. The asterisk is called the wildcard because it picks up everything that's in that folder. And so this is pretty much what your Java skeleton is going to look like. We'll be talking about the different pieces of it as the year progresses, especially in the spring where we'll make our own classes. where we'll talk about different permission labels and stuff like that. But this is the basic skeleton. Okay? Now, as promised, how to set dark mode. You go up here to Tools, you go to Options, and then up here in the top bar, you've got Fonts and Colors. Now, if you have the time, because there are a lot of options as you see through the drop-down, you can specify every single element in the IDE. I'm too lazy for that. So I have one of the pre-selected ones. I just use Norway today. It's nice, it's soothing, it does not get garish color combinations. Be aware, you will be running your code for me, and if I can't read it, that might be an issue. So choose something you like. There are a few options. You can go looking for others. Here's city lights, earth. That's just basically just color coded the white light mode. There's the standard and NetBeans. I don't know if that's any different. There are some other themes you could go out there and look for, but I prefer Norway today. Choose what suits you best. If you like light mode, you're not going to insult me or anything, but a lot of people like the dark mode. So hope this helps. Have a good one.